Hello everybody, it's Mr. Fearless again here. Second video in a row. Put one up yesterday about my off-season NFL thoughts, opinions, and predictions. Brought in quite a good amount of views on that, about 30, 32-ish. If we can hit that on every video, I'd be quite happy. So today what I want to talk about is I talk about the Boston Red Sox and their hot start so far this year. From the Boston area, so obviously that's my team here. Got a nice snowy day up here in New Hampshire. So Boston Red Sox. So what they have done so far is quite incredible, if you ask me. Even as a Red Sox fan, I wasn't predicting that they would do anything like this. I thought they might be middle of the pack or so. But obviously, with David Price and Rick Porcello coming back and pitching how they should, with both being Cy Young winners. And then along with Chris Sale, the starting pitching has been tremendous, as well as Craig Kimbrell as the closer. He's probably one of the best closers in the entire league. The only thing that concerns me right now is the bullpen pitching because Joe Kelly's not that consistent. So with that being said, they need more quality starts from their pitchers as far as going further into the games. Like getting like maybe 6.5, 7 innings out of a starter, because the bats are on fire right now, and as soon as they get Bogarts back, they're going to be even hotter. I mean, the kid that they brought up to fill in for Bogarts, Zuli Win or whatever his name is, something like that. He's actually been hitting the ball pretty well. He's got quite a few doubles himself. So the bats are just on fire right now, and I think that's due in part to Alex Cora wanting them to attack the pitch early in the count. As in past years, it's been so frustrating to see that four-seam fastball go right through a hitter's sweet spot, but they don't take a swing at it because it's the first pitch or the second pitch of the at-bat, and they're being told to wait on it. But Alex Cora is trying to flip that mentality and to attacking the baseball, and it seemed to be working well so far. Even with the cold weather up here in the Boston area, they're still hitting. Their slugging percentage is still quite high for a team that's playing in such a cold area right now for most of their games. I mean, they're going out to LA for their next series, and so the bats should be even hotter out there with the temperatures rising. The ball's going to sail farther. Bats aren't going to be as compressed because of the cold air. So JD Martinez, he didn't start off that well for the Red Sox, but he's obviously proven to be a big free agent pickup. And a guy that I didn't like in the past year or so, Hanley Ramirez, he's actually proven to do pretty well for us here. Hitting a lot of clutch home runs, clutch hits in general. He's getting his average way up there. The one concern that I have in the hitting department would have to be probably from our best fielder, which is Jackie Bradley Jr. His bat is just not there, which is my one concern because he's arguably one of the best center fielders, at least in the American League, maybe the entire MLB. And Jackie Bradley does not have the hitting that he really needs to be at the MLB level, but the only reason that he's able to stay up here is because of his fielding, and so I think they need to get some extra work in the batting cage and just batting practice with Jackie and get his bat up to par with his fielding. And then I think we definitely have one of the most solid hitting crews in the MLB. I mean, Mookie Betts is obviously Mookie. He's been in the MVP discussion past couple of years. He's a great player. He's got the fielding. He's got the speed. He's got a good bat. He's more powerful than you'd think for a guy his size. And then obviously you got Devers at third as his first full season here, and he's looking okay so far. He's attacking a lot of the first pitches like Cora wants him to, but he's very easy to get on the high fastballs late in counts with two strikes. I've seen a lot of high fastballs blown right by him, so that's definitely something he's got to work on is his eye. Then of course at shortstop we got Bogarts, who was on fire before he had that whole ankle leg injury. He'll be back in about a week or so. At second, obviously, we're waiting for Pedroia to come back. So for right now, we got Brock Holt playing there a little bit, whose bat's been okay, but ever since he got that haircut, he's doing pretty well the past couple of days. And then at first, we obviously have JD Martinez and Mitch Moreland. Moreland, if you guys remember last year, was the king of doubles at the start of the season. He's doing decent this year, not as well as last year, but he's doing pretty good. He's been a big help. And then, of course, right field, we got Mookie Betts. Center field, we got Jackie Bradley Jr. And in left field, we have Swihart and we got Benintendi. So we're all set in the outfield. We have enough utility players where I feel confident in the fact that once Jackie gets his bat going, the Red Sox are already on fire and hard to beat. If we can get the bullpen pitching up to par, we got the closer, we got the starters right now. We don't even have Pomeranz. Erod's actually looking pretty decent for us right now. I think the Red Sox could definitely have a solid season and a deep playoff run if they can stay consistent and play like they are right now all year. And the big issue is always slumps. Every player goes through slumps. It's a matter of how spaced out they are. If too many players have a slump at the same time, then it's going to create problems, obviously, with the hitting. But if you say Hanley has a slump in November, but no one else has a slump in November, then obviously November they aren't actually playing. But if Hanley has a slump in November, but no one else does, it's not going to be that big of a effect on the team because it's only one player. So if Jackie can get his hitting up to par, and Hanley is for some reason going through a slump, but Jackie's up to par, it's basically evening it out with how it is right now. And the Red Sox are on fire right now. I'd like to see them have a deep playoff run. I don't think the Mets start is nearly as legitimate as the Red Sox, just because of the fact that I don't think the Mets have the same amount of talent on the team. They have a lot more young guys, and they're not necessarily conditioned for this long season coming up. But the Red Sox, I think, they got a lot of young guys, but they're young veterans, guys that are like 24, 25, who've already played 2 or 3 seasons. You got Devers. I'm interested to see how he's going to play this year. I know Core is not completely sold on him yet just because of that high fastball thing. He's going to strike out a lot, but he's got the power, and his fielding capabilities have already grown tremendously since last season. Third base is one of the hardest positions to play in the MLB. The hot corner, you're getting line drives hit at you fast, and he's adapting well over there. They're going to get some more fielding practice in with him, obviously. I think Devers could be one of the great players. I don't think the Red Sox are going to make too many moves near the trade deadline this year, as far as right now. But I guess we'll have to see on that. So next we come up against the Angels, and we're going to see Shohei Ohtani pitching against us in tomorrow on Tuesday. So I think that'll be a good test for the Red Sox, and that'll give us indicator on how the rest of the season's going to go and how deep into the playoffs they can really be able to travel, because the Angels are definitely going to be one of their big competitions in the American League. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment on what you want to see next. Give it a like, give it a dislike. If you liked it, obviously give it a like. If you didn't like what I had to say today, you can give it a dislike. Leave a comment what you didn't like, what you did like, what you want to see in the future. I'll be trying to upload maybe 1-2 videos a day. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.